Hey guys, I'm back. It's the middle of the night. It's like 2:30. I can't sleep. This just arrived, so I figure, why not? Let's get this thing done. So we've got barrel and blade. This is our level 2 box. It's got some nice weight to it. Got the knife of the month as well today. Feels interesting in the package. I don't know. I think I'll do that tomorrow. Oh, this side's already cut. Fantastic then. Alrighty then. Okay. So, I feel like I just could have torn that. Ooh, Voodoo Tactile. I'm excited already. I like Voodoo Tactile. Combat Camo. Mil-Spec face paint. Alright, Mil-Spec is... Alright, Mil-Spec means made by the lowest bidder. But anyway, okay. So, Barrel and Blade. I love Barrel and Blade. One of the longest running subscriptions that we've been doing on this channel. Is this to make a ghillie suit? This could be cool. Alright. So, Operation 81, Fight in the Rain. The rain just makes everything more miserable than it has to be. Than it already is. I already don't like this. Is this really it? Okay. Okay, Mongolians. I'll play your game. Let's see. Oh, this is a rifle camo cover. I just saw this, and I thought maybe they'd give you all the burlap things to make a ghillie suit, which really all you need is like an old flight suit, some netting, some shoe goo, and some dyed burlap, you know, that you threaded out. And there you go. That's a topic for another day. So Barrel and Blade, level 1 and level 2. We get level 2 because that's the better box. It's got more stuff in it. Sometimes better or fancier versions of the stuff that's in level 1. Let's see, what do we get? We get the Voodoo Tactical. You don't get the Ghillie rifle wrap in level 1, it looks like. Yeah, you get 2 more things in level 2 this month. Then you get... Yeah, alright, so... I need that. I shouldn't have thrown that. So let's go on through. I gotta be honest, I'm not overly impressed by what I see so far, but we'll take it as we go. So we're gonna start with the Voodoo Tactical Waterproof Weapons Case and Dry Bag, $35.95. Now, I like Voodoo Tactical. They make my very favorite backpack, the Improved Matrix. I had to smell it, and yeah, it smells like inflatable kiddie pool, which is a smell I like. So what do we got here? 100% waterproof protection, 10 inches wide, 46 inches long, electronically welded seams. It's basically a dry bag for a rifle, which is not a bad idea. I'm not opposed to that. So it's reinforced, which you can see. It's heavyweight plastic, and it's reinforced. And it is, you know, we've seen dry bags over and over. But it is specifically long enough. Now, if you don't have a rifle, you can put other stuff in it. But, you know what this is really good for? This is really good for your rifle was lost in a boating accident, and you can actually put it in the water for when they come door to door and try to take your stuff. Not that I'm one of those guys who thinks that that's going to happen, but I'm just saying if it were to happen, this would be great because you could put it in a creek somewhere, keep it safe and dry, and like, oh, I don't know, fell in the water, I don't have it anymore. You got to think of these things. Yeah, quality's there. Voodoo Tactical makes really good stuff, and at first I was like, what is this crap? But you know what? Standard dry bag operation. And this just might be useful one day. So, okay, I can get behind this. Cool. Nice. Okay, I'm going to put it over here. Next. Arcturus Ghillie Rifle Wrap, $17.99. You know what? So I got to be honest. I'm more interested in can I take this off and just make my own ghillie suit out of it. However, you're So here's the thing about making a ghillie suit. The reason you should always make your own instead of buying one is because you never know what terrain you're going to need to be in. And making... Oh, it smells good. Making your own is the best way to ensure that you have the proper camo and suit for your surroundings. Like, this is great, but if you needed to take this, like, out in, for example, you know, Idaho, where I was stationed for 8 years, which is very scrub brush desert, looks a lot like Afghanistan, strangely enough. This would stick out a lot because Idaho's really brown. So I'm just saying, you know, it's always good to learn how to make your own stuff, which is not hard. There's some really informative videos out there, and there's a lot of good training. This really just is, oh, it's elasticy. You wrap this around your rifle. Or you could wrap, I mean, listen, think outside the box. You could wrap this around any gear you want. Or, if you were to make a ghillie suit with what I was saying, it doesn't have to be a flight suit. Go to a surplus store, go to an Army Navy store, Goodwill, whatever. Just buy an old set of BDUs or uniform or whatever. Get yourself some netting, like old camouflage netting or anything like that. Use shoe goo to tack it down to the back of whatever it is. The flight suit is great because it's a one-piece deal. So you zip it up and, you know, you're on. It's on. Then what you do is you take your burlap. So if you get a burlap bag, you cut it into squares about yay big. And then you dye those particular squares in the colors that you need. And then after it's dry, you unravel them so it looks like this. And then what you do is you painstakingly tie those strands to that netting on the back of whatever you have, and, you know, kind of fluff them up so they're, you know, you do it in not a total random way, but you do it so that you don't have one big corner of green, one big corner of brown, one big corner of light green. You do a little bit of dark green, and then you fade it into maybe the brown, and then fade it into another dark green, and then fade it into light green, you know, so it's like a natural camouflage. And that is a skill. Making a ghillie suit is a skill if you are a scout or a sniper, or someone with a reconnaissance job, that you learn how to make your own. And you're evaluated on it out in the field. And the whole goal is for the instructor to be able to basically step on you and not know you're there. Anyway, doing that would make a cool video one day, but I'll probably never get around to it. Anyway, so you could use this to wrap around your rifle. But this, if you were interested in making your own ghillie suit, is a great way to bypass the burlap step. I mean, you've got a lot of the strands here in some various woodland type colors. You know, if they make different, so this is woodland. I'm assuming if this is woodland, they make other colorways, and you could buy like a desert one or a jungle one or whatever, and use this, and just take it apart and use this. So this is good in a couple different ways. Yes, you can use it as a rifle wrap, but you can use this to build camouflage for other stuff too. So I do like this for the different utility value of it. Okay, cool. What do they say the price on that is? $17.99. And going out and buying a burlap sack can be expensive, by the way. Number one, you gotta find a burlap sack to buy, and you know. So, and then get the fabric dye and dye it. Spending $17.99 on one of these to save you the process might be a good idea, might be worth it. Okay, moving on. Arcturus mil-spec camo face paint with mirror. Ugh. So mil-spec, again, is a marketing term. Because remember, everything in the military is made by the absolute lowest bidder, so the military can get the best contract on it. Is this unscrew? Oh. I'm sure this has a plastic cover on it. I'm going to scratch the crap out of the mirror just trying to take the plastic cover off. So you get 3 different colors. Good old NATO 3-color camouflage. The big thing to remember is, the movies, they do it wrong. If you're going to camouflage your face, what you want to do is change the silhouette. You want to make it so that people don't recognize it. So like you have natural high areas and natural low areas on your face. The lighter colors should be on the lower areas. The darker colors should be on the high areas, because that's reverse. Like think about it. The areas around your eyes, the areas like under your nose and under your cheeks and everything, those are the areas where shadows will be, or where, think about people have like dark eyes around the eyes and everything. Those are where you put your lighter colors, because that's the opposite of what people expect. When people just put tiger stripes down their face like in the movies, that's not what we do. That's not what we learn in real life. There's a method to the madness. And again, you could watch videos on it. But you want to put the lighter colors in the traditional darker or lower areas of your face, and the darker colors on the traditional lighter or higher areas on your face, to change that silhouette up, to just make it what the human eye does not expect to see. But the whole thing about camouflage, it really is all premised on the fact that you're going to stand absolutely still. The human eye perceives motion 100 times better than it perceives shape, color, anything else. So you get the best camouflage in the world. The second you start moving, the human eye is going to pick up that movement much more readily than it ever is going to pick up the shape of a person or a tank or colors of a camouflage or anything like that. So if for any reason you guys are out there and you're trying to be camouflaged, you're trying to blend in, just remember that it's movement that 99% of the time that gives away a position. It's movement and noise. It's not so much the camouflage itself. Camouflage is important, but it's movement discipline, light discipline, noise discipline. That is what keeps you safe and secure and unseen out in the field somewhere. I don't know how likely I am to ever use this. This is actually pretty soft. The old military camouflage sticks, we used to have sticks with 2 colors, one on each side. Those things were like dragging a piece of chalk across your face. They were like, and then we had these compacts that were like OD green, folded them open, and they had like rectangular, sometimes you put like baby oil on them to get them a little softer to use. This is actually pretty soft right out of the package. You don't have to like rub yourself in it and like rub skin off your finger to get it to work, so that's nice. Anyway, okay, good to have. Just putting in the bag if you need it. But again, look up the proper way to camouflage yourself before you just do something that's going to give you away. All right, that's $7.99. Next, we have Hopper Spit Firearm Protectant. Birchwood Casey. Extreme rust and corrosion preventative for firearms. Okay, I'm always in favor of PMCS, and that includes not just inspection and function checks, but that includes preventive maintenance measures like this stuff. I have no idea how this works. I've never used it. You guys out there, you have experience with it. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it average? What do you think? I don't know. But they give a price tag on this for $14.99. What do we do? Make sure firearm is unloaded before proceeding. Shake can for 20-30 seconds. Apply by spraying Hopper Spit onto a rag, then wiping evenly across the area. Okay. All right. You guys out in comment land, let us know how this works. Now we're going to look at the Cold Steel Hideout, which, I know I'm not going to like this thing, but I'll show you guys the specs. Keep in mind that just because I say I'm not going to like a knife does not mean I expect you guys to agree. And it does not mean I have a problem with anybody that does like a knife that I don't like. I just know that I can tell that this is not my style and not something I'm likely to carry around. So it is a big, bangly, dangly neck knife. Like I said, I didn't know it was a neck knife. I'm not a fan of neck knives anyway, but this is a big neck knife. I know we got some neck knife fans in here, out there, around in the world, and that's cool. I don't like a lot of stuff dangling. I don't like anything dangling from my neck in the first place. I certainly don't want anything. Do these look a little big to you? Or are these standard size? I certainly don't want anything on a chain this big. I mean, this is the chain. Oof. I feel like it's like watching Spaceball 1 in the beginning of Spaceballs fly across the screen. Right? And then you've got this. I mean, this is huge to hang from a neck. Is there a secret to this I don't know about? Yeah, I'm just not feeling this one. First of all, I know that there are several states where this is illegal automatically because it's double-edged. It's dagger style. I don't care about that. I know a lot of people don't care about that. I'm just stating it to state it. I wonder how this is for throwing, though. It does have a nice rubberized grip, though. You can really get a good hold of this. It's very skinny, but you can get a very good hold on it. Alright, is that the knife, or is that the money, or is that me? Alright. It just comes to such a wide area up there. I think it cuts nicely. I think it's just awkwardly sized to use. The balance is nice, though. I think you probably could throw it well. I don't know. It's not my thing. It's not my thing. I could see how some people would really like this, though. Again, as a huge dangly neck knife. Not for me. Maybe if I got something put on a belt, you know, I'd be more into it. OS 8A, not great, not terrible. I mean, it's 3-inch blade. It's got a healthy blade, you know, blade stock though on it, and it's full tang all the way through. So I don't know. Again, you guys tell me how you feel about this one. I don't like it, but I don't hate it either. I don't know. And the last thing is the Shive Star GI Military Max Terrain Poncho. This has a value of $56.95. What is this, like digital multicam? That's not a thing. That is not a thing. What the hell is going on here? There we go. Let's see. Oh, I see the old ripstop pattern from the standard issue. This could make me very happy. This makes me very happy. This is a remake of the actual, when they say the standard issue GI Poncho, they're not kidding. This is a reproduction of the actual standard issue Poncho, but in this bizarre digital style, multicam style. I'm not complaining. It's not bad. It's just interesting. But it is the exact thickness. Well, ours didn't come with strings on it, but where's my hood? There's my hood. I will absolutely use this. 110% I will use this. The whole thing about your poncho is that it's not just a poncho, it's designed to be a shelter half as well. And these buttons not only button you in, but you can connect two of them, so you and your battle buddy can make yourself a little shelter out in the field, a waterproof shelter. You know what? I'm gonna have to edit in a clip of me wearing this outside, just so you could see. this is I don't know if the price fits, because you could get the old Woodland one or the Desert DCU for like $15. I don't know what makes this a $60 one, but spent many a miserable rainy day in the field in a poncho just like this, but different camouflage pattern. So I'm happy with this. I gotta tell you, I was a little unsure when I saw that the things come out, what I was gonna think, but definitely could make use of this. Absolutely will use this in the spring when the rain comes. And bug out bag, camping, in the field, hunting, whatever. Absolute value. As a tarp, as a poncho, as a shelter half, whatever. We already talked about this. As the original product, the rifle wrap, or making your own camouflage stuff, cost effective. If you are going to camo yourself up, not bad. I'd like to see if they come in different, like I said, different color things. Don't know enough about this comment, but I'm relying on you guys, and I don't like the knife, but I'm sure some people do. So once again, you know, I opened the box and I saw it and I was like, but looking at each item individually, I'm happy with it because everything's useful. Again, everything's useful. Might not be like super big bam, exciting, cool, Geardo geek cool stuff, but everything in this box is useful to me, and that matters. That's what I like. So you guys tell me what you think. I want to know. Favorite item, something in here that you like. If you're not a subscriber, something in here that you would go and buy specifically because you saw it and you're like, yes, I would go out and spend money on that. What do you think? Anyway, let me know what you think, guys. Thanks for spending another unboxing time with me. There's a link to Barrel and Blade in the video description. Place that I'm willing to spend my money. I will always put the link there and say I think it's cool. You can go check it out. Remember that you guys are all absolutely awesome. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll be back again real soon.